There's a beauty in simplicity, where the past holds a wisdom too pure to forget, yet the present offers a fresh perspective that connects the old with the new. Sometimes the echoes of the past are what help us understand where we're headed, but it's the present moment that shapes who we truly are. You might be labeled old school, but in the heart of it, your way is a timeless rhythm in a world that's constantly rushing ahead. Old school thoughts are not outdated. They are foundations, teaching us lessons of patience, kindness, and resilience in a fast-paced world. In an age that demands constant change, it's the old school values that provide us with the stability and grounding to find balance. The world has evolved, yet there's something irreplaceable in the quiet moments that are so reminiscent of the past. Maybe we're just not meant to forget the past entirely, for it holds truths that the present is still learning to embrace. The old school way was never about rigidity, but about creating a foundation of thought, feeling, and purpose that still resonates today. Though the world may move faster, the simplicity of old school wisdom continues to offer solace and guidance in uncertain times. You may call it old school, but there's wisdom in a slower pace, in taking time to truly appreciate each moment. Every thought rooted in the past is not just nostalgia. It's a conversation with a different time that can still illuminate our present. The beauty of being old school isn't about resisting change. It's about respecting the timeless values that help us evolve with purpose. Old school isn't about rejecting the future. It's about ensuring the future knows where it came from and why it matters. The truth from an old school mindset is timeless. It's like a lighthouse guiding us through the fog of modernity. Old school thinking doesn't have to be a resistance to change, but rather a reminder to preserve the deeper truths that keep us grounded. Even in today's rush for innovation, there's something truly magical about holding onto principles from another time. In the fast-paced noise of modern life, the steady, measured approach of old-school thinking offers a welcome refuge. Old school doesn't mean out of touch. It simply means a steady heart in a whirlwind world, offering peace amid chaos. Sometimes it's the old school ways of thinking that remind us of the real things that matter, like connection, sincerity, and empathy. The world moves on, but the timeless lessons from the past stay with us, shaping our thoughts, feelings, and decisions in unexpected ways. In a world that often values the new, the old still holds within it the essence of everything that makes us human. Your old school way of thinking is a treasure that the world can't afford to forget, for it holds answers to questions we haven't even thought to ask. Sometimes the past knows more than we give it credit for. Its stories, its lessons, its wisdom are the threads that keep the present woven together. Old school doesn't mean outdated. It's simply a deeper understanding of life and human connection in an ever-changing world. The present is a blend of old and new, a patchwork quilt made from the wisdom of our ancestors and the energy of today's dreamers. To think old school is to look at the world through the lens of timeless values, with a heart open to the lessons the future will bring. In a world obsessed with the new, the old school can serve as a much needed anchor, reminding us of the fundamental truths that define us. Old school values are not about clinging to the past, but about ensuring that the richness of history continues to inform the future. You might be old school, but that's not a flaw. It's a strength, reminding us that some things should never change. In every old school thought, there's a quiet strength, a reminder that progress doesn't always have to be loud to be impactful. Even though the world evolves, there's always something incredibly special about staying true to the timeless values that define humanity. You may be old school, but your thoughts are like a compass in a world that's lost its way, guiding us back to the things that truly matter. In a time of noise and haste, the calm of old school thinking is like a breath of fresh air. Maybe being old school isn't about living in the past, but about holding on to the essential truths that the present is too busy to notice. Sometimes the most modern thing we can do is embrace the ancient wisdom that has guided humanity for centuries. Old school is not a rejection of the future, but a reminder that every future is built on the lessons of the past. To be old school is to be grounded in a way of thinking that holds the weight of history, yet looks forward to the horizon. Old school values aren't outdated. They're the blueprint for building a meaningful and fulfilling life in a chaotic world.